And today's announcement comes as gas prices hit an all-time high in America. AAA putting the national average at $4.17 a gallon, 6 cents more than the record set back in 2008. Tonight in the Iowa Quad Cities, the average price for regular unleaded 11 cents up from just yesterday. $3.89 a gallon. It's $1.24 more per gallon from last year. The price in the Illinois Quad Cities is up 8 cents from last night and is now just under $4.30 a gallon right now. And News 8's Jenna Webster is joining us live in Moline right now, breaking down what that ban on Russian oil means for the U.S. and Russian economies. Jenna?
Yeah, Jim, this ban is definitely going to have an impact on us at the pumps and beyond. But the U.S. really doesn't import that much oil from Russia, so one economics professor says it might not have a huge impact on us and Russia's economy. But he says all eyes are on Europe right now because if it decides to implement a ban, that's where the world is really going to start to feel this impact.
Today, I'm announcing the United States is targeting the main artery of Russia's economy. We're banning all imports of Russian oil and gas and energy.
Following this announcement, one Moline gas station sat empty, the $4.59 a gallon topping the national average.
Gas prices have already adjusted upward a little bit.
This man saying he can usually fill his whole tank for $50. On Tuesday, only getting half a tank for $40.
It's not that the actual impact of the ban itself has already been felt in those prices, but it's the knowledge that things are going to go up in price at the wholesale level shortly.
Polley is an economics professor, calling the ban more symbolic than impactful.
The effect on the Russian economy of the United States banning it is pretty minimal.
That's because the U.S. only gets around 3% of its oil from Russia.
Even just ramping up domestic production a tiny bit would overcome that.
But it's not just gas. 60% of the world's oil is used for fuel. That's where the price hikes hit first. But many things are made or packaged in plastic. Think smartphones and TVs. In your car, it's tires, foam seat cushions, and other parts. And at the grocery store, fossil fuels are used in industrial fertilizer, which could raise the price of grain, meat, egg, and dairy products. And check your medicine cabinet. Burn ointment, cold and allergy pills, and gummy vitamins are all made with oil. Even your Band-Aids could cost more. But any impact in the U.S. may be worse if Europe joins the ban.
Then they are going to be seeking out other sources like the Middle East, Mexico, Venezuela, and Canada, and so forth. And we are going to be competing with them to get those remaining supplies.
It's unclear right now whether Europe will decide to implement this ban because it does rely so heavily on Russian oil. Polley says if it does, that's when we're going to see our gas prices increase even more. But if it doesn't, he expects them to come back down again. Live in Moline, Jenna Webster, WQAD, News 8.
It is a worldwide economy, one country linked to another, and the European Commission did release its plan today to make the European Union independent from Russian fossil fuels, but not until 2030.